Hello, my name is Chris Jones, and this is my channel. And today I'll be doing my first video on an abscess because, as you can see, my mouth is pretty swollen on the left side. I have a really bad abscess in there. It's been swollen for the past 5 days. The swelling has went down a little bit, so I'm feeling a little better, which is why I'm able to talk without being in complete pain. But I'm going to show you everything I used, what did and what didn't work for the pain relief, pain, pain relief on the toothache. And I'm going to real quick show you how I got my toothache. Abscess are very common. It's a bacterial infection inside of your mouth when you have a broken tooth or something and you're not taking very good care and you're being careless with what you put in your mouth and all. It could cause a bacterial infection, which would cause swelling inside the gum, and basically this poison, this infection is building up in there and it has to drain, which is why my whole left side of my face is swollen. Anyways, backstory. Now, I'm directing this to you country bows because it seems to be the only people I know that do this, as I am one myself. Bad. Bad. Dipping is horrible. I'm pretty sure this is how I got this damn abscess. For one, it's not just a dip. Okay, it's not just the contents in here itself. First of all, yeah. First, and anybody who's watching this right now will tell you if they dip and they've dipped different brands, this is the worst. When you put this in between your lip and your gum, you're gonna know this shit ain't good for you, because it's gonna burn. It's gonna feel like it's eating away at your gum. That's how Grizzly is, though. Grizzly in Copenhagen. But anyways, it's not just so much about the contents inside the can. It's if you're a country bow like me, you touching everything. You know, you turning wrenches, you're swinging hammers. You know, you fucking riding four-wheelers that other people have touching doorknobs. You know what I mean? And what's the first thing you're going to do with your hand? You're going to take a bit of this shit out and you're going to put it in. Or you're going to be pulling it out. Which means your dirty-ass fingers are getting in your mouth. You see what I'm saying? It's a trifecta. It's a recipe for disaster. So with that being said, it might be time to quit dipping. I know it's time for me to quit. I'm not trash. Anyways, let's start on some of the products. All right, this is completely gone. This is Ambisol, maximum strength, and I'm not saying this just because it's empty. I mean it. Trash. There's a reason why it's empty. It took the whole bottle just to get a tiny bit of effect. All right, next one. Orajel mouth sore gel, which you figure would be a good one because basically it is a mouth sore. I didn't even use this but once, and it made the pain 10 times worse than what it was, so I just never used it again. Another good thing about, and this came out of my own brain, and it seems like common sense, but when you got swelling on your teeth, it could feel like your teeth are pushing up into your top row, which could cause extreme discomfort. So you got these little mouth guards. I can't remember the name of it. I threw the package away, but there's plenty of them at CVS, Walmart. You get you a mouth guard, and you put it in your mouth to keep those teeth from touching. You see what I'm saying? And that'll take away most of the pain at night. This is made for people like me who grind their teeth when they're mad or when they're asleep. I do that really bad, which is probably how I ended up breaking my teeth. Yeah, this is a good product. I like this. These little cushions right here are really soft. It doesn't cause any discomfort. So far, the only anesthetic, whatever you want to call it, pain reliever for a tooth that actually worked that I spent my money on is this stuff right here. I found this at, I believe it was Walmart, I'm sure you can find it at any store. But yeah, that right there. This stuff is hot. When you put it in your mouth, it tastes like you just put a hot pepper in your mouth. But it kills whatever pain that's in there, at least for the next 10 minutes. I haven't found anything that was good for the long term. And I've spent like, I don't even have most of the stuff here that I used to show you because I didn't use it all. But so far, this is the best. This box, it comes with a bottle inside of it, and they give you cotton swabs with little tweezers so you can dip it and put it in. But yeah, so far that's the best, and it would only last for 10 minutes, and then you'd be dipping again and putting it back in your mouth. But yeah, that's as far as that goes. Now, as far as the abscess and care, proper care, I went to the emergency room second day in. Like I said, this is the 5th day of my face being swollen. I went to the emergency room second day in, and they I asked them some questions about some myths. I can't even talk with this thing like this. About some myths, basically around the abscess. One of them being that it can hemorrhage, go into your brain. The other one being that if you swallow the poison, it'll kill you. Basically, stuff that'll really scare you at night when the pain's really setting in. But he told me that it's highly unlikely for it to hemorrhage and go to your brain. I didn't ask him too much about the whole swallowing the poison thing. It seems common sense to me that you don't want to do that. I don't think it'll kill you, though. Sitting here sleeping, I sleep like this. So I'm pretty sure that throughout the night, when I was able to sleep 2 hours at a time, that most of this poison was just accumulating back here and probably going down into my throat and me swallowing it. So far, the only thing it has caused was diarrhea. Yeah, diarrhea. So far. It'll make you sick to your stomach if you swallow it. I'm not saying it won't kill you. I'm not a doctor. I'm just telling you from my own experience of 5 days in on this, it just gave me diarrhea. Alright. Like I said, the doctor said that if it hemorrhages, it's more than likely not going to go into your brain. It's going to go to the weakest exit point, which would be your gums, which is what mine did. Here, I'll show you. Alright. I went out and bought one of these little toolkits. It's got the mirror. You got your tooth scraper, toothpick, some other sort of pick, softer for, so you don't fuck your gums up. And this is a gum massager. You just stick it in between your teeth and massage the gums. That's what I've been using to kind of force the poison out when it was really swollen. But anyways, here, let me use the colored one so you can see. See that? Right there. That's the abscess. That's where it's coming out at. So basically what you want to do is you want to get one of these toolkits. I've been using this one right here because it's the thinnest. And basically I'll go in there between that tooth and that gum, because every morning and every night you're going to have a blood clot sitting on top of that hole. So to make sure that it drains properly and keeps draining, you're going to want to peel that blood clot out of there. That's important. Another main importance, which is why I went to the emergency room to begin with, because let's face it, I'm not trusting doctors to work on me, especially one that don't have a dentist license. But this is what you go to the emergency room for. This is the most important part. Well, I'm not going to show you all that because it has my address, but penicillin. There's antibiotics in here called penicillin. You take one every 6 hours. So far, it's done a good job of breaking it up. The other day, my mouth was a lot worse than this. It was swollen out to here, where my hand is. So just from taking these antibiotics and keeping that hole clean, it's been doing its thing. But yeah, so far that's all I have to show you. hopefully if you get an abscess, which I hope you don't, because I don't pray this on anyone. I've had broken bones, kidney stones. Nothing has killed me as much as this tooth pain. So I don't pray it on my worst enemy. But if you get one and you see this video, hopefully it helped you make a decision on what to go get from the store and how to take care of it properly. And don't believe the myths. You know, take heed to them and keep it in your file cabinet of things to not do, but I don't think it's going to kill you. I know, like, what was it, last night, or the other night, I was thinking about that whole brain hemorrhaging, the hemorrhaging and going to the brain thing, because it was so swole the other night that my head, I could feel right here in this area, my nerves were going like that right there, and it scared the living daylights out of me. I'm like, oh man, it's hemorrhaging. I'm going to die. This is it. But I didn't die. Apparently, I'm still here, as you can see on this video. So, yep. Thanks for joining into my channel, and hopefully this gave you some informative information on tooth abscess. Always go see a doctor, though, and get it taken care of as quickly as possible with a dentist. Me personally, I'm setting up a dentist appointment later on today, and I'm gonna go. Never try to make a video with an abscess in your mouth. It's just hard to talk when your mouth is swollen. But anyways, I'm gonna go get this tooth removed, and then I'll be done with it. But yeah, Chris Jones out.